Vartyas, like I said, they were composed of many types of individuals. The Vartyas are spoken of also as Kesin in the 10th mandala of the RigVeda and so on. Later on in the Kshatriya, we speak amongst Pashupatis. Shiv Shiv Ujita Rachita Pashupat Sumke Rangarachita, says Guru Gobind Singh. So the Pashupat are the masters of the beasts and so on. And then you have the Harappa Mohenjo-daro seals, the terracotta seals. In there, you'll see that famous image, which we now liken to the Pashupat, where the individuals sitting in a yogic pose with the horns on the head and so on. There's animals around him, like rhinos, tigers. And at the base of this, it's called cot, where he's sitting, there's a little deer and so on. So this is usually spoken of now as a Pashupati Mudra and so on. So the Pashupats are there, and they're devotees of Rudra. And you'll find also in the Brahmanas, the texts, the Varta are spoken of as devotees of Rudra and so on. In Shatarudriya, on celebrating 108 forms of Rudra, he hails Vratapati, Shiva, Rudra as Vratapati, the master of the Vratas and so on. Now, the Vratas later on, in terms of Manu, will be spoken of as Hindus or Vedic Hindus who had lapsed, who were not following the Gayatri mantra, not reading it regular and doing all the rituals and so on. And as a consequence, Vrata began to be looked down upon. And throughout history, you'll find that with the Vartyas, they are sometimes highly praised as men of great healing and knows the truth, Brahmgyanis and so on. And then other times they're seen as low lives, like they are no good and so on. So these you'll find many types. The community of Vartyas included magicians, singers, mendicants, medicine men, shamans, and so on. And bhogis, men who seek pleasure and so on. And wandering warriors, and sometimes served as mercenaries for the... So before the Kshatriya came to being, there was a whole community called the Rajana. And the Rajanas came before the Kshatriyas. I'll talk about them later on. So these Varta, like I said, they're a motley crew. They're not the same. In some ways, they're like the Nihangs today. Like you get plenty of idiots amongst them, men of violence and so on. Then you come across Brahmgyanis and sants and holy men. You come across complete pacifists to complete other way around and so on. And again, fully armed. And same with the Varta. They described that sometimes they keep symbolic weapons, like Panak is a very famous weapon of Shiva. Panak is a bamboo bow, one of the earliest bows in India. In Kshatriya, we have a technique, an entry called Panak as well. And yet, the Vartas, apart from keeping actual weapons, they also kept some which was symbolic. And so like someone like these are now mainly symbolic, but they can be used as weapons and so on. So it is from the Varta, or the Vartyas, as we say in Punjabi, I pronounce it probably, Vatrakhanwale. Vartya sadhus, that Shastra Vidiya emerges. But is also said the Vartya is also where yoga emerged from as well. Okay, so these early sadhus and so on. They are not anti-Vedas or anything like that. They just don't follow them as strictly as Brahmins would like them to follow them and so on. And even the Manusmriti, the Vartas are not spoken as being militia or anything else or foreigners. They're just seen as people who are lapsed in not following. So the Vartyas, like I said, their belief systems is not standard. They're not all the same. Some are pacifists, some are sadhus. They've spoken of dressing. They're keeping in the Kesin verse of the 10th mandala Vedas, they're spoken as having long hair and uncut hair, etc. so on. And even Guru Gobind Singh in Sabdo Granth speaks of the Khalsa as Manivar Supan, because the great Munivars, the great sages, Rishi Munis, they emerge from these called Vartyas, the ones who keep the sacred vow.